Right now, your biggest enemy is not laziness. It is not lack of motivation. It is the inability to focus no matter what you try and no matter how hard you try. You can use timers, apps, hacks, and yet your mind will still wander. And this is not just about lost productivity, this is about your life. Because if you cannot give your full attention to the moment, you cannot truly live and you will not achieve the things that you want in life. So stick around because in this video, we will uncover why your attention has been stolen and the deeper cost of living distracted, as well as the three powerful ways to reclaim your focus, not just for work, but for your entire life. And maybe by the end, you will see that focus is not what you thought it was. My name is Abul Khair, and for most of my life, I've been searching for the deeper meaning to this existence. I have also spent over 20,000 hours in meditation, but my search did not end with books alone. I have traveled the world from religious places to retreats, seeking wisdom beyond the surface. This channel is not about shallow motivation or quick hacks. It's about exploring life at its essence, searching for answers that may not be apparent to us by ourselves. That's why we need to talk about it. That's why we have to remind each other. So if you're searching for awareness, for depth, for the way to live deeper, then you are in the right place. Now, let us return to the problem. Why is focus slipping through our fingers, no matter what we do? This is a great question. And psychologists use the term attention residue. It means that every time you switch task, a piece of your awareness stays trapped in the previous one, if the task was not finished. Imagine trying to walk while leaving a part of your foot stuck in a quicksand. You will never move freely. But here is the part that most people miss. This is not only a mental problem, it is a spiritual one. When your attention is fractured, your life is also fractured. Rumi, Maulana Jalaluddin Rumi, once wrote that try to accept the changing seasons of your souls, even if they cause anxiety. Focus on the present where the secret lies. Yet, how can you see the secret of the present if your mind is everywhere else? Like if you are fractured. And make no mistake, the world you live in has been designed to scatter you. Every notification, every ping, every headline, every app is pulling your mind outward piece by piece. Your focus is profitable for someone else, and the cost is enormous. When you cannot give your full attention, you cannot experience reality as it is. Seneca, the old philosopher, warned that being everywhere is being nowhere. 2,000 years ago, he saw the truth that we are now journeying in the modern times. And here's the twist. The harder you try to force focus, the further it slips away. True attention does not come by willpower alone. It is not about clenching your jaw and pushing harder. It comes from a deeper place, a deeper understanding, the stillness beneath the noise, the awareness that does not have to chase or fight. Like a muddy glass of water, your mind does not clear when you disturb it. It clears when you let it rest and you leave it alone. So the real question is not how do I focus? The real question is how do I stop scattering myself in the first place? You see, the real problem is not laziness, but the scattering of your awareness. Then the way forward is not to add more tricks and hacks, but to return to the presence or the essence of now. Because once you reclaim your attention, you also reclaim your life. So let's be honest, distraction will not disappear. You will always be disturbed by everything. The world will always pull at you. What you can actually do is to stop feeding the noise and begin to gather yourself back. And the way to do that is surprisingly simple. Here are 3 practices that can transform the way you live and focus. Number 1 is to finish before you begin again. Most of your mental clutter comes from half-completed tasks. Emails that are left hanging, conversations that are unfinished, thoughts that are unresolved. Each one leaves a thread of attention stuck in the past. Consciously completing things, even small ones, frees you to give yourself fully to what is next. The second is to return to your body. Distraction lives in the head. Awareness lives in the body. Feel your breath as you sit. Notice the weight of your feet on the floor, the rhythm of your steps as you walk, the rise and fall of your chest. Once Zen master said that the present moment is filled with joy and happiness. And if you are attentive, you will see it. The body is the doorway into that seeing. Every time that you return to sensation, you gather the pieces of your scattered attention. Third is to sit in stillness daily. So it's not sitting with a plan. It is not to achieve, not to improve, or to impress anyone. It is just sitting. Simply to let the mind settle like the muddy water that I said. You have to leave it untouched until it clears. Just 10 minutes or 15 minutes of silence a day is enough to remember that clarity is your natural state. This is what meditation truly means, not a struggle to control your thoughts, but a surrender into awareness itself. And together, these practices are not hacks, they are reminders that focus is not something you create. It is what returns when you stop scattering yourself. So here is the truth. You do not have a focus problem, you have a presence problem. And once you stop chasing focus as something to achieve, you begin to see it for what it really is, your natural state. So if this conversation has awakened your interest, do not just keep it to yourself, share it with someone who might need to hear it today. And if you want to keep exploring more, make sure to subscribe so you do not miss our next conversation. I would also love to hear your thoughts, what distracts you the most, and how you plan to reclaim your attention. Leave them in the comments because this is not just my journey, it is ours. Until next time, stay aware and goodbye.